What am I looking at here? 2021 Jeep Gladiator Hellcat 707. Oh yeah, yeah, for almost $200,000. That's all right. Hey, Jeep family, auto enthusiasts, vehicle people, project hoarders, people who are just excited about thumbing marketplace. I'm Neil with SFJ4x4.com, and I'm coming to you with another marketplace review. This is a cool segment where, like so many people, I am just addicted to thumbing Facebook Marketplace and desperately looking for a project I don't need. If you know me, you've watched any of the podcasts, the live feeds, whatever, you know that I have too many projects. I need another one, like I need a hole in the head. But we all want them. We want to save all the broken babies that we can and bring home all the rusted heaps just because we think they're cool. So, this is a fun opportunity to look and see what people are selling for how much, what's a good deal, what's outrageous. And I'm going to rank each one on a 0 to 5 star rating on each listing, whether it's a good listing. And then at the end, kind of like this is the AKC dog show, I'm going to pick a kind of a best bang for your buck product or listing of what, if I had the money or the means, what would I go ahead and purchase based on these listings? These listings have been prepared, obviously, by just average Joe who's selling vehicles or dealerships. But the guys on the production side of the things go ahead and find these listings. I haven't read them necessarily yet and don't exactly know what I'm getting into. So we're going to be looking at them kind of live and unfiltered, if you will. If you like what you're seeing, make sure you like, subscribe, smash that notification bell so you get notifications for all of the very cool content that we here at SFJ put up on our YouTube channel. Also, you might be thinking, who the heck is this guy? You can actually find one of probably a really successful video we have, which is actually a used TJ buyer's guide. It's wildly successful. If you're in the market for a used Jeep, head over there, watch that, and it'll be chock full of kind of sneak peek things that you can access and figure out whether or not that Jeep that you see for sale in that ad or on the lot is a good buy for you. Without further ado, let's get into some of these interesting Jeeps. So first off, we're going to come up here. Obviously, you see my marketplace. I already look at some Jeeps and trucks and plow vehicles. Okay, okay. So 1976 CJ7, $5,500. Hey, that's not a bad price. That's not a bad price for a CJ7. And look at that picture. Okay, I'm just going to be a little critical, folks. The displays in landscape quit taking pictures in portrait. It's just that simple. You know, we humans like things in landscape, but alas, here we are. And if you've watched any of my previous review videos, you'll know the only thing I dislike more than portrait is screenshots. But whatever, this one's in portrait. Good looking Jeep from far away. Oh, more portrait pictures. Very cool. And we got some nice happy KC daylighters here. The good tubular bumper. Clean looking Jeep. Clean looking Jeep. All right, so I see some sins under the hood. I'm gonna go over here. Let's see. Driven 137,000 miles. Manual transmission. It's white in exterior. Interior color is tan. Vehicle is paid off. I hope so. It is a 1976 CJ7 fiberglass body. Starts and runs. Decent tires. Well, not the most descriptive listing I've ever seen, but I tell you that price point, not terrible, not terrible at all. S- Good, good little, nice interior, kind of a saddle brown. I actually really like those seats. That's kind of hot. Got the Grant steering wheel, not so cool, but I can dig their color pattern that they're doing. It's got some form of aftermarket dash here. I think that's very cool, but I can't quite make out what it is. And it's got the little side steps. Oh, we're gonna look up under the body here a little bit, and not terribly rusty. And we've got some, uh, the seller is not wrong. They're decent tires. They're okay. Um, Pro Comp mud terrain. I don't think that that particular tread design, and I could be wrong, has been on the market for very long. You see this very classic 90s, 80s, 90s wheel there. Good stuff. Here's the thing, guys. $5,500. That's a smoking price on a 76 CJ7. Important to note, it's going to be narrow track. This is, we're looking at roughly, that definitely looks like a straight six to me. So that's going to be a 258 at 76. It should be a 258, but there's a really weird offhand chance that it's a 232. We've got some type of electronic, like an HEI distributor, with a, you can see here in this picture is a one-wire GM alternator by the looks of it. I'd have to really to zoom in on that to verify. You can see the valve cover here. We're missing an oil fill cap, and that kind of makes me a little worried since that's been exposed to the elements for, I don't know, an indeterminate period of time. And we can just see, just in general, so lack of, good wiring. And then when we come over here, we look at this air filter, and if you see this little stanchion right here where my cursor is, that actually is meant to mount a different style air filter on it. So I'm having a hard time exactly recalling what 76 would look like as far as the air filter assembly is concerned, but certainly by 87, this would be supporting the air filter assembly. It would be center mounted here with a little air hose or a nose that would be over the carburetor, that their carburetor. You know what? So I have a couple reservations about fiberglass bodies. Not because they're not super clean. They are. The frame looks decent from here. I would definitely take a grandpa screwdriver and a hammer and peen that frame and just make sure that it's solid. There's definitely some workings of decent electrical stuff under the hood. You can see a newer battery. Even though the description doesn't say it, we can see an electronic ignition. We can see a improved alternator. This Jeep hasn't moved in a while. You can see kind of the moss buildup here on the fender. And obviously, maybe the engine's been swapped in or something. Definitely got some cool stuff. Big thing that fiberglass bodies struggle with is clutch linkage placement and sufficient grounds for the electrical system. Something very important for you to, if you're a buyer looking at spending your money wisely, and and you're thinking you might want to buy a Jeep for a project, those are things you're going to want to pay attention to. So this one I'm going to wrap up. I love those saddle colored seats, low buckets. You can tell I'm a product of the 80s and that era of styling. I'm going to give this Jeep a solid. I'm going to give the listing, first of all, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Um, Pictures are fair despite the fact that they are in portrait. Yes, I'm whining. And, and it's a clean enough Jeep. It speaks for itself. Top looks good. Definitely, I would love for more of a write up on it, more description. But overall, not a bad price and arguably not a bad Jeep. Definitely something there that you could work with. Somebody's going to get a good deal. Let's move on to the next one. Ho ho! Oh, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. I love these. I love these. However, there might be a couple people on the big national pages who they think these are the rarest thing ever, and they're like super rare. Um, but I love this listing already. 1990 Jeep Wrangler wood. No, no, that's not what that is. But it's beautiful. I want to take this one home. 1990. So that is actually a Jeep Cherokee, it's not actually a Cherokee. So it's a Jeep XJ Wagoneer, and it's a Cherokee platform. And basically, the Wagoneer is just a sticker package, wood trim, and then you're going to get this very cool, semi-unique kind of split headlight and grille assembly. So I love these. And look at this, attempt at blacking out the wheels. That's cool. That's cool. So let's see what the seller says. First of all, $1,700. Okay. Okay. I could trip over $1,700 and this could follow me home like a lost puppy dog. Let's see. Driven 188,000 miles and 188,547 miles. And auto transmission, exterior white, interior tan, as is, runs, but it overheats, has lots of potential. I feel that. I feel that. I feel the potential through the screen. Come to me. I feel that potential. All right, so I'm gonna thumb through a couple of these pictures. Somebody played Crash'em Derby with the front end of the Jeep. That makes me sad. That's one of the pieces that makes this one unique. I love that very classic Renix era styling you get out of like the trim and the roof rack, kind of the chrome mirrors and the handles, the door handles. Love it, love it. And somebody took these really, awful 90s wheels and made them even worse by rattle canning them black or plastic dipping them. I don't know. You did something. Oh, and yeah, look at that interior. And of course, we've hacked the stereo. It's no longer in there. Um, Nice tan interior as described. Classy, classy. It's actually pretty clean. That's not bad. That is not bad. And there's our clock with 188 as described. Hey, that's not terrible. And I think we're looking at this. This is probably based on that gauge cluster. Probably the tack gauge cluster. Okay, we're rotted out in this lower quarter. Pretty standard. There's a lot of rust on this one. This would make a sweet buggy if somebody wanted to put enough time, energy, and work into it. All right, and we're back to the beginning. So if you're looking at this and you think this is a cool Jeep, I can tell you why it's overheating. It's a Renix era Jeep. They have a terrible issue with the heads going bad. Additionally, they have a closed cooling system. It was actually ahead of time. Most of our vehicles now actually have a closed loop cooling system. And this Renix came out with them in the late 80s. Then Cherokees and Comanches, we see them roughly by 87 to 90. Definitely leave something to be desired. I love this Jeep. Let's just be honest. The description, the seller probably doesn't know why it's overheating. I think we could probably determine that. If you're a Jeep person, you could probably determine it pretty quickly. A lot of rust on it and not a lot of description. But the interior is pretty clean. And look at that cool wood. That's a face only a mom can love. I would definitely drag this one home. Neighbors wouldn't be happy. The wife would make me sleep on the couch, but I'm here for this one. All right, so 1990 Jeep Wrangler wood at $1,700. I got to be honest with you, this description is getting a 2 out of 5 stars. There's so much more here that we can talk about, but it just the listing doesn't do it service. But man, the price point's not far off. About 5 years ago, this would have been a $300 to $500 Jeep. But hey, it's 2022 and the world's on fire, and Jeeps are selling for way too much money. And this one's kind of unique. Is it worth $1,700? That's in the eye of the beholder. But the listing itself, I'm going to knock you down to 2 out of 5, and we're going to move on to the next one. I don't hate that one, but man, it just kind of breaks my heart. Oh, hello, Renegade. Oh my goodness. All right. 1976 Jeep Renegade Sport SUV 4-door. Nope, not correct, but close. So let's see. Driven 10,000 miles, auto transmission, exterior color gray, interior color brown. Nope, I'm looking at the picture. I think you're looking at the picture. All right, seller's description, like new. No. Where's the rest of the description? $20,000 is the asking price. There might be $20,000 here, but I don't know unless you tell me. Maybe the pictures tell us more. Maybe the pictures. We got a lot of stainless steel on here. It's probably like a Kentrol product. Good quality stuff. Of course, we got a lot of chrome under the hood. Chrome don't get you home. Obviously, the big Renegade insignia, and who doesn't love that color sticker package on there? Flares are nice, and got chromy wheels and a stainless front bumper. Hey, you got a Jeep in the background too. This is just a Jeep hangout at this place. We got some type of V8 under the hood. I'm going to assume it's a 304 unless you tell me otherwise. I like it's got the replacement high back seats. And obviously the passenger seat. We've got a full-size spare in the back. And, there we are under the hood. All right. So somebody's upgraded some brakes, I see. We've got a booster, master combo here. We got a performance radiator. I've got a lot of shiny stuff under the hood. And we got like a Napa battery. Lots of shiny Napa battery. Um, tell me more. I mean, and same pictures. And then a screenshot, which I've already said how I feel about that. All right. what what was this person trying to do? I mean, it's obviously a cool Jeep. I'm not going to take that from him, her, them, whatever. But you want me to pull 20G out of my pocket. You want me to come into my bank and tell them that I want to pull this money. You want me to justify why I just am not sending my child to college because I'm going to buy this Jeep. Give me a reason. Give me something. Throw me a bone. That's a cool Jeep. There's a lot going on there, but 20G, you got to tell me something about it. Make me want it. 2 out of 5. There's so much there, and the colors are there, and it's hot, and it's fun, but I don't know anything about the Jeep. So much potential. All right. What am I looking at here? 2021 Jeep Gladiator Hellcat 707. Oh, yeah, for almost $200,000. That's okay. Driven 300 miles, auto transmission, and exterior white, interior color black, fuel, gasoline, cool. Seller's description. There better be a list. You want me to come out for, I don't know, 4 houses worth in northeastern Ohio. Hey, I want to know about this wagon in the background. Look at that. There's something kind of cool there. All right, so we got America's Most Wanted 4x4. This is a build business dealership type entity, and they have done a one of a kind. Well, somebody has done a one of a kind turnkey Hellcat 707 package by America's Most Wanted 4x4. Why is it not capitalized all the way through? Just me. 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi V8 SRT Hellcat Crate engine. Custom stainless steel exhaust. It obviously is custom. You have a Hellcat in a Gladiator. Terraflex Hemi tuned long arm suspension package. Hellcat steering gearbox conversion. America's Most Wanted 8 lug 60 81 ton axle package. ARB air locker package, front and rear. ARB compact compressor package. Rubicon transfer case. It doesn't actually say that. I just like to say Rubicon with an M in it. AMW branded headlight package with demon eyes. Cool. Front vented inner fender package. We got a lot of packages on this Jeep. Maxxis Razor MTs, 40, 13, 5, 17 tires. Method 105 beadlock, 17-inch wheels with 8 on 6.5 bolt pattern. Steel Sunny bumper with a worn Xeon 10S winch. When did Sunny become good for you? I didn't realize that was a... Okay, maybe somebody will teach me something new. Rocker guard package with power deployable step. By whom? Whose step? I mean, there's only 2 reputable domestic manufacturers, or reasonably domestic, and you're not telling me who. You've listed everybody else. All right, well, let's look at the pictures. Maybe I'm being a little critical, folks, but, $185,000 is a fair chunk of change. You got to tell me why. You got to sell it, man. Do we even talk about... Oh, it's got the Falcon shocks, I was going to say, because it was... usually that's a sell point for some people. It definitely has a nice proportion to it. Looking beefy. Hard top package. I'm not sure why this is supposed to be a special front bumper, because this just looks like this steel bumper to me, factory steel bumper. There's our Demon Eyes with America's Most Wanted insignia. We've got, kind of a rock slide engineering inspired step, and we see the Hellcat insignia there. There's our Falcon shocks and our inner liners. Method, great wheel package. Honestly, reputable tire package. Really happy with that. And we've got our under the hood shot, and honestly, is very clean. I can appreciate that from a company who regularly does LS and Hemi conversions. I can appreciate their craftsmanship that's been done here. Um, Interiors, attractive. It looks like it was a Mojave. There it is. It's a Mojave. I like to call it a Mojav. Or if I'm really feeling froggy, a Mojave. So we got a Mojave package. It's probably what this started life as. You can see the stitch here in the seats. Nice contrast stitch in the seats. And we're back to the beginning, I think. Yeah. Uh, I just want to stare into that engine bay a little bit more and make sure there's nothing I'm missing. And blatantly gonna jump out at me. I'm wondering why this looks kind of dingy for only 300 miles, but maybe that's just me being hypercritical. They got the little sock on their air filter. They're trying their best to keep out the debris and the cool air coming in. This listing strikes me as one, they're just making sure they get people aware of the brand and the products they're putting out there. It's an attention getter. It's cool, right? But the average person who's thumbing marketplace, the average person who's thumbing that there marketplace, I don't think they're going home with this Hellcat equipped Mojav. It's a cool Jeep, good work. I'd love to see it out. Love to see them list a video of it, in use, in action. Fire it up. Give me something. Tell me why it's worth $185,000. They've got a pretty fair write-up. Obviously, a lot of house products they're using there. Picture's good, decent lighting, got some of the average stuff. This poor guy, he doesn't realize that he's picture famous on Marketplace. I want to know about that wagon in the background still. These two guys, too, they're doing serious business. All right, folks, I'm going to give this one, arguably, just for listing purposes alone, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Been a low rating day. Maybe I'm just feeling hypercritical. I just want to know, why is it worth $185,000 besides the obvious? Show me that it works. Show me stuff. Make it. Give me some testimonial. Walk around video. I don't know. Cool vehicle. Well done, probably. But I gotta really dig down deep and say, why am I really about to leverage little Timmy's college education? Good pictures though. I like it. And well accessories, clean. Definitely I think I said 3 out of 5. I'm there. All right. So rank them. Time for best bang for our buck. We've got as I said, the America's Most Wanted Mojav Hellcat equipped Gladiator. We've got the 2020G Renegade with all the chrome under the hood. We've got the Wrangler Wood, not a Wrangler Wood. And we've got the 76 CJ7. So AKC Dog Show, I'm going first place to the 76 CJ7 for $5,500. Great price. Lots to work with there. Iconic vehicle. And honestly, pretty good pricing for what you're getting. I think I'm biased, but at least we're in the ballpark. We're in the ballpark, right? We're under 2G. If you really wanted that kind of vintage, the vintage project to work on, that's a great one for you. And it's going to go to the Woody wagon of the Wagoneer variety. The third is going to the Gladiator, based on the fact, and this was a tough call. I think this is worth somewhere north of $100,000. I really do, based on their craftsmanship, what they're bringing to the table, the quality of accessories, and certainly the big gnarly motor under the hood. I just want to see the listing sell me a little bit. And finally, that Renegade bringing up the back end. There's nothing in there to tell me why I need to come out of my pockets and buy this. Probably a very cool Jeep. Probably sounds wonderful. Probably is turnkey and probably drives wonderfully down the road. You're not gonna take it off the road anytime soon, but you're gonna go to the car show and people are gonna love you, folks. I hope you enjoy these reviews. Maybe you learned something. Hopefully, if you're looking for a project yourself, you can, kind of think and consider some of the stuff that I'm suggesting. Or if you're thinking about listing, make sure it's got good descriptions. Maybe the pictures are, not shot in the dark, in a closet, in a snowstorm, and make sure they're landscape and fun things like that. Or if your listing is not so good, you might end up on this show in the near future. Until then, Jeep family, auto enthusiasts of all kinds, make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell. Find us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, so on and so forth. And until the future, Jeep on.